Yo, what's up, fight fans? This is Combat Cult MMA, Never Back Down. Today we're diving straight into the chaos. We've got drama, we've got scams, and we've got Armenian bears. We're looking at the explosive beef between Arman Tsarukyan and Ryan GARCIA. Who's the real villain here? Who actually scammed who? Stick around because this one gets weird. But first, a quick shout out to my tribe. Under my last video about Alex Pereira, a lot of you were blowing up the comments talking about AI in the future. Listen, brothers, don't worry about the robots. When the machines finally rise up and take over, I promise I'll sit down with every single one of you. We'll have a nice cup of tea, and then I'll hit a clean double-leg takedown on you. Maybe even two, just for the stats. So, brew your coffee, grab your donuts, and get comfortable. You're watching the deadliest channel for combat sports news and the absolute wildest gossip in the game. Let's get it. The $40,000 body shot, the Bear versus the Flash Arman Tsarukyan just can't stay out of the headlines, can he? But honestly, every time he gets into a conflict, his brand just gets bigger. He's playing the game perfectly. The latest saga involves the boxing world's favorite wild card, Ryan GARCIA. It all started when Arman brought a training partner, the Armenian Bear, to Ryan's place. The bet was simple, old school, and pure tough guy energy. Arman bet $40,000 that Ryan couldn't break this guy's core with body shots. If the Bear stood tall, Ryan pays. If he folds, Arman pays. Well, guess what? That Armenian Bear didn't just stand there. He ate those shots for breakfast. He left Ryan GARCIA looking confused and, according to the rumors, practically crying in the corner because his lightning speed didn't do a damn thing to a conditioned MMA fighter's midsection. But then, the King Rye we all know and love, or hate, showed up on Twitter. Ryan started making every excuse in the book. He claimed he didn't have the cash on him, promised to transfer it later, and then went on a social media tirade. He started calling Arman a scammer, claiming the guy was a pro boxer and that he wasn't warned. Then, in typical Ryan fashion, he doubled down. He challenged Arman to 8 rounds of boxing for $200,000. Arman, who isn't about to play Ryan's game, fired back with the ultimate MMA comeback. Try to last just 1 round with me in the cage, and I'll give you $1 million. In the middle of this, GARCIA decided to insult the entire MMA community, calling our sport not serious compared to boxing. Listen, kid, advice from a friend. Don't leave the house without a Glock. If you're going to talk that kind of trash to a man who is trained to slam you into the earth, choke you unconscious, or literally rip your arm out of the socket, you need to carry something a lot heavier than 10-ounce gloves and a collection of theories about aliens and conspiracy stuff. Ryan used to look like a once-in-a-generation talent, but right now, it feels like his long tongue and his short fuse are steering him into a brick wall. Drop a comment below. Who do you think is the scammer? Is Ryan dodging the debt, or did Arman pull a fast one? Private jets and flying legends, Arman versus the world. The Arman drama tour didn't stop with boxers. Recently, reports surfaced that he was kicked off a plane before it even had a chance to take off. The reason? Apparently, he was just looking at his phone while the plane was still on the tarmac. I mean, what kind of power trip is that flight attendant on? Sir, put down the phone or we're grounding the plane. Absolute nonsense. But does Arman care? Not really. Why? Because the man has his own private jet now. He hopped on his own bird and flew straight to his next destination for a high-level wrestling match against the one and only Faber. Now, if you know MMA history, you know the California Kid is a pioneer, a UFC Hall of Famer, and a guy with a chin that has survived wars. The build-up was classic. Lots of friendly roasting and sharp insults at the press conference. But when it came time to compete, Arman showed that there are levels to this wrestling game. At one point, he literally launched Faber from about 2 meters high, throwing him out of the ring and into the front row of the crowd. Chairs were flying, people were scrambling. It was pure chaos. Arman went on to dominate the match and secure another win on his wrestling resume. So, I'm asking the question everyone is thinking. Dana, where is Arman's fight? Where's the title shot? The guy is doing more marketing for himself than the UFC's entire PR department. He's a superstar in the making, and the world is finally starting to notice. Between the wrestling wins, the private jets, and winning massive bets against American Twitch stars and high rollers, Arman is living the dream. The bald predator and the truth about fighter pay. Finally, we have to talk about the hottest topic in the sport, money. Ronda Rousey recently came out and praised Jake Paul's new promotion, saying it's a game changer because no fighter, win or lose, walks away with less than $40,000. For a lot of guys on the regional scene or even the UFC prelims, that's more than they make in a year. I have to agree with this. Giving fighters a guaranteed livable bag is a great move for the sport's health. When Uncle Dana White talks about this, he says the UFC isn't about participation trophies. It's about becoming a global icon. It's all or nothing. But I look at it a bit differently. I have this metaphor. A young, hungry guy has to go out and hunt the beast. If he wins, his problems are over because he's the king of the jungle with millions in the bank. But if he loses, well, his problems are also over because he'll be RIP, metaphorically speaking. It's the ultimate high-stakes game. What do you guys think about that? Personally, I think Dana just wants to play another high-stakes hand of poker, and he's happy to leave the fighter pay headaches to someone else. But you can't deny that the all-or-nothing model is what creates stars like Conor, Khabib, and Jones. I love Dana, though. My favorite bald predator. That's all for today's breakdown. We've got the GARCIA drama, the Arman wrestling dominance, and the never-ending debate over the UFC's wallet. If you enjoyed this, do me a favor. Smash that like button until it breaks. Leave a comment with your take on the GARCIA bet and tell your friends about the channel. We're growing the cult, and we're not stopping for anyone. This has been Combat Cult MMA. Stay sharp, stay hungry, and keep training. See you in the next one. Peace.
Yo! Combat Code! MMA is back in the building. Forget the delivery. Grab your burritos and some extra hot wings. We're talking blood, sweat, and some real legendary championship shit. Let's go! Saturday night and the lights are glowing. Dana's in the back and the money is flowing. The ball boss promised the White House show, but all we got is heavyweights moving real slow. I'm on the couch watching the main card. Why is making weight so freaking hard? Adesanya's out here looking like a pro, but Joe Piper's hands are ready to go. It's the Combat Cult. We're obsessed with the cage, watching sweaty dudes on a global stage. From the BJJ mats to the octagon floor, we're screaming Dana, give us some more. Leg locks, head kicks, and a broken nose. That's just how a regular Saturday goes. Yo! Check the prelims. Don't you dare fall asleep. Now the old Sterling's making opponents weak. The ladies in the cage throwing hooks so clean, folding defenders like a laundry machine. Then comes the BMF, the belt for the tough. Is Max still the king, or has he had enough? Oliveira's a backpack, he's glued to the spine. If you can't wrestle, man, you're running out of time. Buggy chokes, rubber guard. Why is the ground game so freaking hard? Herb Dean's waiting, looking at the clock while someone's getting kicked straight in the pausa. Wait! 100K respect points to the ref. The crowd is going wild. They're going down! 3 Codys on the card. Is this a glitch? One's got fast hands, the other's in a ditch. Is Izzy still a lion or a pampered house cat? He's getting taken down, laying flat on the mat. Get your tissues ready, wipe away the tears. The anime kid is facing all his fears. 1-5 in his last 6, that's a tough pill. But the Combat Cult is hungry for the thrill. It's the Combat Cult, we're obsessed with the cage, watching sweaty dudes on a global stage. From the BJJ mats to the octagon floor, we're screaming Dana, give us some more. Leg locks, head kicks, and a broken nose. That's just how a regular Saturday goes. Yeah! So subscribe to the channel, hit the like button too. Combat Cult MMA is coming for you. Eat your wings, keep the vibes real high. We'll see you next time until the legends die.